Hello, if you don't already know me, my name is Bill. I'm 42 years old and I haven't had a pain free day in over 4 years now. I had a bad back injury that led to three back surgeries, and I still have nerve problems as a result of scar tissue all over the place. And it doesn't look like that situation is going to change anytime soon. Not saying I don't want to be healed, but it doesn't look like for now that that's exactly what's in the cards until I get a resurrection body. With that said, the struggle with this pain all the time has forced me to really, through prayer, reevaluate life in ways that I would not have reevaluated it before. And through difficult times like this, God can bring about change in us through these dark times that wouldn't happen any other way. And I don't know if I was so prideful that I needed to be humbled by this. Maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. But clearly, in Paul's case, he received a thorn in the flesh from the Lord for the sake of keeping him humble. Whether I needed that or not, it most certainly will make you more humble and help you understand the struggles that other people have in a new way that you wouldn't have thought about them before. Through this struggle, I've learned to be much more compassionate than I ever would have been before to people that struggle with physical problems. Not only that, but people that are aging that I would not have necessarily thought about what their life experience must be like as their bodies start to fail them in different ways. It's a little early for me, but I think I'm kind of starting to get it. I don't pretend to fully understand what other people go through, but I think I understand a whole lot more than I did before. Counting your blessings. Counting your blessings has never been more important in my life than it is now. Because if I dwell on the stormy sea of the pain that I struggle with every day, then I get so depressed it's very difficult to get yourself out of bed to function at all. And so that simple practice of counting your blessings has been a huge blessing for me because by counting my blessings and thinking about the good things that the Lord still has around me, like my wife, my healthy kids, I'm still able to get through work. It is difficult. It is very difficult, but I'm able to do it. I've had a variety of friends and family help and support me with things such as the roof on the house that I'm sitting in right now. And it's just really thinking about how God has provided for you and the whole change in your thinking to be more contemplative of those things has been, it seems so simple, but it's really been revolutionary to making the quality of life while you're dealing with something like this much, much better. I had some friends that said maybe the reason I wasn't being healed because my faith wasn't quite strong enough, and that's why God wasn't healing me. And I knew that my faith was such that it was not about me or my will or what I wanted my life to be, but ultimately, at the end of the day, my faith needed to be like Christ's in complete, total submission to the Father, no matter what. Whether it seems to be pleasant waters or stormy waters, doesn't matter. I'm ultimately here as a servant for Christ, as he was ultimately here as a servant for the Father, as demonstrated in a Garden of Gethsemane, when he was basically asking God to take the cup away from him, but not his will, God's be done. So I've focused on the faith of Christ like never before. And not only that, but any type of suffering can hopefully be used to have somebody think about the suffering of Christ and what sort of suffering really took place with Christ and the early church and the lives that they lived and the lives of faith. And suffering was a part of that. There's no question about it. Suffering was a part of that. And we need to glorify God no matter the difficult times. And through glorifying God during the difficult times, there is a different level of understanding of what faith really is. And it makes getting through those hard times bearable because you realize God is not testing you beyond what you can bear, no matter how much it may seem that way. You really got to focus on things that God has done. Anyways, hopefully this little quick message will be beneficial to someone. Love y'all. I'll see you later.